Hey nerds, and Happy New Year. It's Wednesday, January 1st, the first week of 2025, and I'm running down what's coming up this week, starting now. Welcome back to the Nerd Soul Show. I'm Nathan. As always, if you want to jump ahead of the intro to see what's coming up on any day of this week, there are chapter links below. As a quick guide, depending on what you are most interested in, typically studios and production companies release DVD, Blu-ray, or video on demand VOD movies on Tuesdays, streaming movies on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and theatrical movies on Fridays. Though, as this is the first week of the year, things are a little different this week. All right, let's get started with today, January 1st, Wednesday. Our Elementary will be back on Wednesday, January 8th, so there's no episode today. We have a new series, Missing You, on Netflix, the complete first season. Detective Kate Donovan's Rosalind Elazar from Slow Horses world unravels when she finds her estranged fiance on a dating app, leading her to reopen her father's unsolved murder. This is a Harlan Coben adaptation. Also on Netflix, we have The Love Scam. This is a movie. Johnny and Dat, two brothers, concoct a plan to scam a wealthy heiress and save their home in Naples. But unexpected love soon complicates the scheme. So, as the description alludes to, this is an Italian movie, but I think there's an English dub. This morning, we have the 136th Rose Parade on NBC at 11 a.m., 2-hour special, celebrating this year's parade theme of Best Day Ever. Some 32 floats, 20 marching bands, and 16 equestrian groups will traverse Colorado Boulevard through the heart of Old Pasadena, California. The 2025 theme celebrates life's best moments, those unexpected times that bring a smile, warm our hearts, and fill us with joy. Together we celebrate where we've been and what we look forward to. Tonight on ABC, there is a 3-hour special, the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. This was on Disney Plus a few months back, so I guess they're debuting it on ABC. Rock and roll is an ever-evolving amalgam of sounds that impacts culture and moves generations. This group of inductees each broke down musical barriers and influenced countless artists that followed. We have a documentary on Netflix called Don't Die, The Man Who Wants to Live Forever. This explores a man's quest for immortality and the lengths he goes to defy aging. We have a special on CNN, Luther Never Too Much, at 8 p.m. tonight. Chronicles of the life of an iconic musical performer, from childhood musical talent to worldwide fame, explores his collaborations, influences, character, and relationship with family, friends, and fans. On Max, we have the beginning of the series Reframed, Next Generation Narratives. 6 filmmakers adapt classic movies through a contemporary lens, tackling modern-day issues surrounding identity. On Paramount, we have the debut of the Bleecker Sheet movie Slingshot that came out last year. An astronaut struggles to maintain his grip on reality aboard a possibly fatally compromised mission to Saturn's moon Titan. And of course, we have a movie NR24. Young apprentice Gunnar Steinby from Rajikun decides to resist Nazi Germany on the day of the invasion to later become the leader of the Oslo gang, carrying out countless daring acts of sabotage, making him Norway's greatest war hero. Finally, on Paramount, there's another movie, Murder Company. This debuted last year as well. In the midst of the D-Day invasion, a group of U.S. soldiers are given orders to smuggle a member of the French resistance behind enemy lines to assassinate a high-value Nazi target. On Thursday, 2nd, Found is still on hiatus until the 16th. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage is also on hiatus until the 30th. Ghost is on hiatus until later this month as well. And Matlock is on hiatus until the 30th also. There is a new episode of Creature Commandos. This is episode 6 of season 1, Pyrotal Skeletal. Amid Alex's struggle to satisfy those bankrolling his research, Dr. Phosphorus is born. Meanwhile, the Creature Commandos attempt to carry out their directive and not be killed in the process. We have a new episode of Bookie. This is episode 4 of season 2, Make It look like an accident, Hector, Walt, and Lorraine argue about their new psychedelic business. Danny tries to remove Wendy from his life. Ray manages Moraine, Frank, and a demanding mother. At the series premiere of Going Dutch on Fox, a Loud Mouth Army colonel, after a unfiltered rant, is punished by being sent to a Netherlands base with no military purpose. He tries to restore order with his estranged daughter's help, who was the interim commander. I'm not a big fan of Dennis Leary, but this has Danny Pudi in it as well. I'll at least check it out. On Peacock, we have the series Lockerbie: A Search for Truth with Colin Firth. Pan Am Flight 103 explodes over Lockerbie 38 minutes after takeoff on December 21st, 1988, killing 259 on board and 11 on ground. Dr. Jim Swire loses daughter Flora and seeks justice with wife Jane. On Amazon, we have season 2 of The Rig, the complete season. A group of workers on a remote Scottish oil rig are due to return to the mainland when a mysterious fog enshrouds them and supernatural forces take hold. On Netflix, we have documentary Chunk on Life. This one-off follow-up to the acclaimed BBC Two Netflix series Chunk on Earth finds Diane Morgan's character exploring the meaning of life in a similar documentary style. Finally, they are debuting Only Murders in the Building Season 2 on ABC tonight at 9 p.m. On Friday the 3rd, we have Silo Season 2 Episode 8, The Book of Quinn. Juliet discovers some things happen to Silo. Bernard makes an offer to Walker. Lucas meets with Salvador Quinn's descendants. For a new episode of The Agency, this is episode 7 of season 1, Hard Landing. Dr. Delanga intensifies pressure on Sammy. Bosco learns about Valhalla's scope. Jerome receives horoscope advice. Martian's hand is forced when Poppy is threatened. With Henry's team, he plans risky recruitment strategy involving her. For a new episode of Dexter Original Sin, this is episode 5 of season 1, F is for fuck up. After a kill goes wrong, Dexter is grounded by Harry. Deb deepens her relationship with Gio and bonds with her brother on the anniversary of their mom's death. On Max, we have the debut of The Front Room. It tells the story of a newly pregnant couple who are forced to take in a ailing, estranged stepmother. Our review of this film is above. It's wild. On Netflix, we have another film, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. Gromit's concerned that Wallace has become overdependent on his inventions, which proves justified when Wallace invents a smart gnome that seems to develop a mind of its own. On VOD, we have Aladdin 3047, The Djinn of Wisdom. In a futuristic Hong Kong, Aladdin, a street-smart orphan with dreams of ascending to the elite class, fixates on Princess Kamala of India. His life takes an unexpected turn when he's lured into a treacherous quest to Cambodia in search of a fabled lamp. Along for the unexpected ride is Omi, a homeless girl whose presence inadvertently thwarts Aladdin's every scheme. On VOD, we also have Ladylike. In this rags to riches origin story, drag superstar Lady Camden is catapulted into the spotlight when she becomes a contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race. As she struggles with the new demands of fame, she must come to terms with a troubled childhood. In theaters, we actually do have a couple things coming out. First is The Damned. A 19th century widow has to make an impossible choice when, during an especially cruel winter, a foreign ship sinks off the coast of her Icelandic fishing village. Finally, on Friday, we have the release of Seven, 30-year anniversary. Two detectives, a recce and a veteran, hunt a serial killer who uses the 7 deadly sins as his motives. So that's it for this week. If you want to see any of the productions we aren't already covering, comment below, and if we get enough requests, we'll try to work them into our production schedule. And if you found this video useful, be sure to like and share and subscribe. We have a lot of videos coming up recapping the last year and previewing what's coming up this year. Make sure you don't miss our next update, our analysis, reviews, or news coverage. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.